Sophie Wessex Edward spoke of tragic pregnancy loss paving way for Meghan and Harry. Meghan Markle has spoken about the devastating experience of losing a second child to a miscarriage in July. The Duchess is not the first royal to share their pregnancy loss experience, as Sophie Wessex and Prince Edward previously opened up about their traumatic pregnancy loss too. Meghan Markle, 39, has been praised for writing a candid piece detailing the heartbreaking experience of losing her and Prince Harry's second child after she had a miscarriage in July. The Duchess's article for the New York Times touched on the almost unbearable grief she felt at having lost her child. The Duchess hoped that by sharing her story, she might be able to remove some of the stigma which exists around pregnancy loss to this day. While 1 in 4 pregnancies in the UK end in miscarriage is a topic that many still consider as a taboo, Meghan's brave article makes her the third royal to open up about difficult pregnancy experiences in recent years. The Queen's granddaughter Zara Tindall and her husband Mike revealed they suffered 2 miscarriages before their second daughter Linus's birth in 2018. In 2001, Sophie, Countess of Wessex, and Prince Edward had a traumatic experience during Sophie's first pregnancy, which could have been fatal. The Countess was 37 at the time and had a life-threatening ectopic pregnancy and had to be rushed to the hospital to receive emergency surgery. While Sophie was recovering in hospital, Prince Edward opened up about the deeply traumatic experience. Speaking to reporters gathered outside the hospital, Edward said, "It's obviously a very traumatic time, and my wife has. It's quite the most painful thing that anyone can undergo," Edward said. "It's a pretty traumatic experience as the pain reduces, so the relief will increase." He added, "The patient is still in a limited amount of discomfort and will be, I imagine, for some days. I want to add my thanks to all the medical team who have done a fantastic job and reacted so quickly, and have handled things so professionally." Sophie was flown to King Edward VII's private hospital in London by Royal Berkshire Air Ambulance from home in Surrey. Sophie has been since made patron of the Air Ambulance charity that saved her life and often does work to support them. In a statement announcing the Countess's patronage on January the 21, 2019, the Thames Valley Air Ambulance charity said, having personally benefited from its expert crew in 2001, the Countess knows only too well how every day anyone in the community could be in urgent need of the organization's vital emergency service. In 2003, Sophie and Prince Edward welcomed their first child to the world, Lady Louise Windsor, 16. Sophie and Prince Edward's youngest son, James Viscount Severn, 12, was born in 2007. In 2016, Zara Tindall revealed that her second pregnancy, following the birth of her first daughter, Mia, 6, had ended in miscarriage. The mother of 2 later opened up about having suffered a second miscarriage in an interview with the Sunday Times in 2018. Zara said, "I think you need to go through a period when you don't talk about it because it's too raw, but as everything, time is a great healer." Zara touched on the difficulty of making her first miscarriage known to the public. She said, "In our case, it was something that was really rare. It was nature saying, this one's not right. I had to go through having the baby because it was so far along." Gemma Collins shares heartbreak of third miscarriage in an open letter to Meghan Markle. Gemma Collins has told that she suffered a third miscarriage in July, penning an open letter to the Duchess of Sussex following the news that she and Prince Harry had lost their second child. Gemma Collins has written a heartbreaking open letter to Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, after the revelation that she suffered a miscarriage over the summer. Meghan revealed yesterday in a piece for the New York Times that she lost hers and Prince Harry's second child together in July. Meghan, who's mom to 1-year-old Archie, wrote that she clutched my firstborn child and I knew I was losing my second. Gemma shared earlier this year that she had 2 miscarriages during the first lockdown, and now she's reached out to the Duchess to tell that she had a third also in July when she didn't know that she was pregnant with ex James Argent's baby. Writing in The Sun, Gemma addressed Meghan by her first name. "Dear Meghan, I hope you don't mind me writing to you like this," she began. "You don't know me and we have never met, but I cried when I read what you have written about your miscarriage yesterday. Your sadness and grief leapt out of the page along with your desire to comfort other women who have been through the same heartbreak. I'm one of those women because, like you, I had a miscarriage in July, one of the 10 or 20 women in a room of 100 that you wrote about, who will know the particular pain of losing a longed-for baby. Gemma said she has been trying for a baby for 10 years, but has had hopes dashed time and again by first one carriage, then another. She sought out a doctor on the insistence of her sister, who's suffering cramps that she had dismissed at period symptoms, but the doctor sent her to the hospital, where she was told she had had a miscarriage in a single instant. Gemma continued, I learned that I've been carrying a baby and lost it, meaning that once again I found my long-standing dreams of motherhood shattered into pieces. She went on to recall her first miscarriage that took place 8 years ago, and I struggled to put on a brave face for the spotlight while burdened by unbearable grief. Gemma rounded off the letter by thanking Meghan for her honesty after insisting that miscarriages don't discriminate and the pain is all the same for us. She also vowed not to give up on her dreams of motherhood.